Hi, and welcome to Market Conversations. Today is January 23rd, and I just want to do a quick update on Senseonics. Also, I will give my price target at the end of this video, so stay tuned until the end. But before I continue, I just want to let you know that I am not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment purposes only. Also, if you found any value in this video or you enjoyed watching it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, leave me a comment. I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of this month, and I think that's possible, but I need your guys' support. And thank you all for who already subscribed. First, I want to share a video with you. This CEO Tim Goodnow talking about their product, Sens.
Underscores the real difficulty for testing glucose levels in diabetes patients. Our next guest has found success that Alphabet has yet to find. Meet Sense. Pretty much a game-changing technology in terms of monitoring glucose levels, but there's a catch. It's the only FDA-approved long-term implantable sensor that provides real-time data. Yes, it's implanted under your skin. Tim Goodnow is going to show us and tell us how it works. 10%, 8 to 10% of the population suffers from diabetes. This could be an unbelievable game changer. How does it work?
Well, Liz, thanks for having us. It's a very exciting technology, as you said. The thing to keep in mind about managing your disease with diabetes is the fact that it is long-term and chronic. So anytime you look for any improvement in that, you're trying to make people's lives easier. So that's what we approached with the implantable product. The value behind it is just as you said. You put it in under the skin and you forget about it. So that whole ability to make your life easier is what we're trying to enable with that sensor.
So a doctor implants it, and we're going to show all of this on camera here. Doctor implants it, and then you put a sensor over it. Is that correct?
Right. We call it the transmitter. The doctor implants a sensor.
Now, does it hurt to be implanted? What's the size of it?
It's very small. Think of it as a couple of grains of risotto rice. So it goes just under the skin. We typically put it in the back of the arm, and then a transmitter goes over the top of it, and that's how we talk to the cell phone.
Okay, the cell phone, and I'm assuming that's an app. This isn't an Apple app. This is your app, correct?
It's our app, but you can get it at either through the Android, through the Google Play, or you can get it at the Apple Store as well.
So when the sensor and the subcutaneous device, Sense, sense that you need some insulin, it then sends a note to your phone?
Well, it'll send your glucose level to your phone, exactly. So where that's most important is think about it, 8 hours a day. For many people, you're actually sleeping. Right? So what it'll actually do is it'll alarm you and say you're going really high or you're going really low. So the advent of these new continuous glucose monitors has been really important in the last decade.
I find it fascinating that you don't have to be the only one who's on the app. In fact, your mom or your parents or somebody you care about who cares about you can also be in the alarm sensing app as well, correct?
That's exactly right. You're able to do that. In fact, a lot of people will monitor just to make sure. Sometimes you need to call, sometimes you need some extra help.
I do believe Sense is a game changer. Tim Goodnow mentioned the app. So I am on the app right now, and I just want to show you guys what it's about. There is 31 ratings, so we'll go and read some of the reviews. So this Sense mobile application works with the Sense continuous glucose monitoring, which is a CGM system, the first CGM system with a sensor that measures glucose for up to 90 days. The app runs on a compatible mobile device and receives and displays sensor glucose data from the Sense smart transmitter. The mobile app provides easy access to CGM data and eliminates the need to carry a dedicated receiver device. This mobile application needs to be used in conjunction with the Sense CGM system, including the Sense smart transmitter and Sense sensor, or it will not work. So let's read some of the reviews here. This was from a year ago. This app is an essential part necessary for use with the Sense CGM, and users are anxious to see what the new updates will bring. I love the system and the freedom it allows for. There is one specific thing that would hands down make it perfect, and that is an Apple Watch complication. Speaking as a UX professional, you should essentially just have to look at your watch just as you would check the time and see your BG level. The main screen message at the top banner displays sensor replacement and then went away on its own, and display use BG meter for treatment decisions. They should definitely work on their app Sense. Let's look at some news and see why the stock price dropped from a high of $352 all the way down to its current price of $261, and that was because They are increasing the size of public offering. They are increasing the size of the offering and purchase to 51.9 million shares of common stock at a $1.295 a share. The offering is expected to close on or about January 26, and the proceeds are expected to be $100 million. Senseonics is intended to use the proceeds from the offering for general corporate purposes, including product development, focus on working to complete clinical development, secure regulatory approval, and support anticipated commercial launch of the 365-day product, supporting the collaboration with Essentia Diabetes Care, and funding working capital and capital expenditures. Well, that sounds like a very bullish catalyst to me. Just not the offering itself, but what they're going to use the proceeds for. And definitely this drop is a good opportunity for people who are bullish on this company to buy more shares. Because offerings, yes, it does dilute shares short term. The offering is good for long-term investors because they are expanding their company and they need the money to do that. Last week, Senseonics was downgraded to neutral from buy, but neutral is better than sell. And I do believe Senseonics does have a lot of growth potential. They secured a series of granted patents that support the company's pipeline, and they also pre-announced fourth quarter revenue beats consensus expectations by about $1 million. Also partnered up with Essentia Diabetes Care, which can allow Senseonics to reach its projected sales targets. Senseonics is also working on a 180-day version of the Eversense CGM system, but they are waiting for approval from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration before it can launch the product. The application was delayed because of the pandemic, but the company said that it expects the application to be approved by the end of quarter 2 2021, and that will be definitely a big catalyst once that application is approved. With all of this said, I do see Senseonics going to at least $5 by the end of this year though. We took a look at the 1-year chart. It has gone up 195%. If they are able to get the approval from the US Food Drug, that is another catalyst. Also, if they beat earnings, that means they are driving more revenue into their company, which will also drive up the price. So my price target is $5 by the end of this year. What do you guys think? Do you guys have a price target for Senseonics? And if you are thinking about getting in, I would start with a small position and either just average up or average down. I would not put all my money into Senseonics. They also have options that you can consider buying. For me, I would go out to July just because there's more room just in case something goes wrong. You can also sell a cash secure puts and collect a premium instead of paying for the premium. So if you were to consider selling a put, you are essentially saying if the stock price reaches your strike price, you would have to buy 100 shares at that strike price. So normally I would pick a strike price out of the money just in case you don't want to buy 100 shares at that strike price. But if you do, you can consider selling a cash secure put. If we look at the March 19th, let's say you want to buy 100 shares of Senseonics when it hits $2. All you need is to put up with the collateral, and you can collect $55, and you would just need to put up $200 to collect $55. That is actually a pretty good deal. February 19th, $2, and you can collect $30. All you have to put up is $200. So I like selling cash secure puts better than buying calls because you have to put up the premiums. And let's say the stock doesn't go up to or above the strike price that you choose, now you're out of the money. At least with selling a cash secure puts, you collect a premium. You can do whatever you want with that money. You can actually buy shares with that money, or you can treat yourself to a nice meal. Let me know what you guys think of Senseonics, and please don't forget to subscribe and like if you got this far. And thank you so much for watching.